Hello. Today we are going to talk about how to use Google Slides and the Google Slides comment feature to complete a figurative language and mood peer activity, as well as to give constructive criticism and feedback to our peers. So, before we get started, it is important to note this slide deck that you see is actually the slide deck that all of the students in the class are going to be using. Each set of students will have a particular slide that they are responsible for. So that means it is up to you to practice good digital citizenship and not interfere with anything going on another student's or group of students' slide. So what you will be expected to do for each component or for each set of lines. Your group with your peer will be assigned a set of lines that you can find right here. Within those lines, you are going to look for a quote that is a clear example of figurative language. It doesn't matter what type of figurative language. There's all types of figurative language in Shakespeare, and the goal is for your figurative language to be different on each slide so that you're seeing a variety of things when everyone is finished. So you'll type your quote here in this box. You'll identify your speaker. You'll tell me the type of figurative language being used. So like I said, there's going to be more than just metaphors, more than just similes. We're going to see a wide range of figurative language. You need to identify it, and you need to tell me what is the mood that you see in that scene, in that particular section of the scene. There's a lot that happens in Act 3, Scene 1. You need to be able to tell me, how are you as the audience feeling based on what's happening? Of course, you need to be able to articulate what is happening in the scene. So here in this box, you will give me a sentence or two talking about what is happening at the specific moment that your group is responsible for. And then finally, you have the analysis portion where you are going to be talking about how does the figurative language actually create the mood that you're saying is in this section of the scene. If we look here at my example, you'll see I worked with lines 1 through 18. The quote that I identified, "For now these hot days is the mad blood stirring." This was said by Benvolio. This happens when Benvolio warns Mercutio that the extreme heat is making people more likely to argue and fight. So this personification of mad blood, it creates this tenseness, this foreboding, this idea that something is going to happen. Okay, you don't hear words like mad blood without there being some form of a negative impact. And that's what I'm looking for when you're articulating your thoughts. I don't necessarily need you to explain the entirety of those lines. I just need you to identify one particular section and how that section creates mood. So as you can see here, the lines are divided up for the rest of the scene. Now, when everybody has finished working on their slide, I'm going to present the slides to the class, and you will be keeping up with the presentation on the slide that you have. What you are going to do then is provide feedback to your classmates based on what they have given you. So you'll come here to the insert button. You're going to scroll down here to where it says comment, and you're going to click. This is where you will be able to type your comment, ask a question if you need further information, or tell students that you thought the same mood was created when you first read those lines during your first read. The goal here is for you to create feedback for peers that is meaningful, not just high five, good job. If you have any questions when you are working on this assignment, please let me know, but I look forward to seeing what you find and how you interpret Act 3, Scene 1.